Raghav from we have 10 in people. Neha Raghav from WWF India. Himani is agenda की copy. Agenda की copy. Mission property launch. Yeah, Neha Raghav from WWF India for mission property. And she only taped it. Mission property launch.
So,
No momentum.
okay, so I'll invite her now. I'll invite her now.
Yeah, just 5 minutes and we have to take it.
Okay.
No momentum, nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence the second day of the conference. Please be seated at the auditorium. I'll invite you.
Neha, you take over.
I'll invite you.
Sure. I'm Neha.
Okay. Okay.
We can.
I'm there.
Oh, no, that's fine. I can Neha, start.
Shall I start? I'll just handle it. What? So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So I would like to invite Neha Raghav from WWF India for the Mission Prakriti launch. Miss Neha, stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you for this opportunity to be here. I will just take a moment to open the presentation. Can I have the presentation on so I can start?
Presentation but up. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. A very pleasant morning to everyone present here. It's a very special moment for us as we launch an action-led sustainability movement for the young people of India. There cannot be a better platform than the International Conference on Sustainability Education to do this. The ICSE re-emphasizes the power of collaboration and partnership in building a better tomorrow and a better world. As the theme for the ICSE itself is building connections and partnerships for a sustainable future. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rambooj for putting it all together so beautifully. Mr. Pradeep Burman for leading, for sponsoring through Mobius Foundation. Thank you so much for your contribution. Mr. Kartikeya Sarabhai for leading the conference plan and its execution. I would also thank all the partners for contributing to the conference. Thank you all of you too for joining us here. May I take this opportunity to welcome our special guests for the occasion. Dr. Nilima Jairath, Director General, Pushpa Gujral Science City, who will be joining us shortly. Dr. B.C. Sabath, Retired Senior Scientific Officer, Department of Environment, Delhi, who is running a bit late but will be joining us soon. Mr. Kinle Dorji, Faculty Environmental Management Program, Royal Thimphu College, Bhutan. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. To take this session forward, may I now invite Ms. Radhika Suri, Director, Environment Education, WWF India, an educator for 3 decades. Ms. Suri's vision for building environmentally conscious generation has led to many success stories, and the wonderful storyteller that she is, I am sure she'll be sharing one with us today. So over to you.
A very good morning, and thank you, Neha, for putting more pressure on me that I'm a good storyteller. But I think so, all of us don't know, how environment education should be and what it should be. So when we, organizations actually go on the ground and do work, it is at that time that, our ideas are validated and we are convinced that, yes, this is what it is. So we have a program called Ek Prithvi, and the whole idea was that, we wanted to create, as you all know, like Kartikeya had yesterday said, environment education is mandated in the country. We're very, very proud of that. But it's all in books. And so we felt the gap area was that children needed to be empowered to take more action. And with that, we started this program. So I'm taking you to this village that's 20 kilometers from Madhya Pradesh. It's called Nandor. Neha, can I have my presentation? Okay. Yeah, so the story is raised out over here where we used to do Ek Prithvi. Children, of course, used to come to school, by trucks and different ways. And it's a tiny little school with 80 children in it. We did Ek Prithvi. Of course, we taught them that, you need to connect with biodiversity, you need to do these action things, make your school a green school. So it was a year, post doing this program that, yeah, the school was pretty active. But what happened is that they got a, transfer order. They had to shift school. And when they went into the new building, they had a huge problem. There was no water for 81 children. Okay, and there was going to be no help. So this hand pump was dry and the school had no water. So it was a very big crisis. Obviously, our teacher, Miss Atma, had undergone training, had experience that, you can look at a problem, solve it, and take action. So she did some Googling, and she came up with this idea of creating a soak pit. And she told the children that this is how we need to create it. And they created it. And after a year, can you believe this is what happened in the school? Can I hear a round of applause? Yay! Yes. It was a very, very powerful moment. A very, very powerful moment where the children realized that something that you think the government has to do, somebody else has to do, this whole group of children were able to find solution. They were able to find hope. And they went on, they became bolder and bolder in the community. So from the school, they moved to the community where there was a lot of stubble burning happening. The soil was getting spoiled, there was pollution. These children went and spoke to the community, the panchayat, and said that, you're harming yourself more than anything else. Well, there was a lot of resistance, but what they succeeded in doing is again go to the district government and get a notice that they had to stop stubble burning. This is the power of children. And I want to kind of reinforce that children today are different. The word teacher, I feel, should literally move away. We should become mentors, we should become facilitators. But children are very, very capable today. In fact, we did a study with Stanford University, and what we realized is that children said they have a bargaining power. 70% of the children said that they can change the behavior at home. So, like I said, when we do work, we learn so much. And what we have learned is that children today are very capable. They're very wise. And instead of just giving them books and knowledge, children, do you agree with me? Yes. Okay. So instead of just giving them knowledge and books, we need to look at solution. And action is very important. How many of us actually come and open a plastic bottle of water or carry a bottle? So action is an important part of this whole journey, and we believe that children need to connect with nature, understand that this is, I belong over here, I need to have skills, and I need to take action. And that's the whole journey. And this is the school in Nandor and many places across India where we are working. This change is being seen. We do believe very strongly that you can keep making promises, you can keep saying we'll do this, we'll do that, but it's very important to actually roll out, get into action. Climate anxiety is a reality with children. In the same study, children said that they are anxious about the future. Children need hope and they need solutions. And we adults who work with them need to show them ways. They're very capable of thinking, they're very capable of leading the way. And that's the whole ethos with what we are going to be launching today. So here's a little film of the program that we've done across the country to give you an idea of what action and what environment education today should be. Should it be just a subject or should it be a way of life? Thank you.
Taking the story forward from here, we have put together a little video which sort of tells in a nutshell what was the idea of behind Mission Prakriti. So here's the movie for all of you. Sound, please. Yeah.
In India, if you look at the young generation, it is one of the most dynamic generations in the world and do not sacrifice environment for sake of economic growth. No government or no other decision-making agency can turn a blind eye to their voice.
Children have limitless potential. You have to just give them the skills to do it. WWF India's education work began nearly half a century ago when the world was just thinking of terms like environment education. What we analyzed and saw that children knew about the environment, but they didn't know how to act for the environment. They were missing skills. With that vision, we started the Ek Prithvi program way back in Ladakh, where we created a program where children connected with their biodiversity, understood their environment, and understood the issues and came up with action projects to solve them.
एक पृथ्वी एज अ फाउंडेशनल एजुकेशन हमारे स्कूल में आया और उसका एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल रहा मेरी लाइफ पे और मेरे अंदर लीडरशिप क्वालिटी बिल्डअप कराने में। WWF में हम इको ट्रेन में भी गए थे। मैं चाहती हूँ कि वैसे सब बच्चे जाएं।
We believed that if you interacted with nature, you understood it, you were bound to fall in love with it. And if you love something, you will do anything to preserve it. To us, environment education is when you take action, you conserve your environment. We made them dirty their hands and create herbal gardens, kitchen gardens, grow trees. We created resources that made learning such fun. A 360-degree transformation of the whole system, running in 11 states in the country and in multiple languages, creating models that the government, the policy makers can look at, adopt it and take it forward.
Curiosity, critical thinking, problem solving, communication and collaboration are at the core of the program.
एक पृथ्वी कार्यक्रम के बाद हमारे बच्चों में बहुत ज़्यादा उनके व्यवहार में, उनकी आदतों में परिवर्तन आया। तो ये जानकर मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि बच्चे हमारी बातों को आत्मसात कर रहे हैं।
जो कहते हैं कि एकता में बल है, अगर हम सब एक हो जाए तो कुछ भी मुमकिन कर सकते हैं।
एक चीज अगर हम करें तो उसको देख के दूसरों भी करेंगे और बहुत बड़ा चेंज आ सकता है।
Since it was a pandemic, schools were shut, all people were inside their homes. So this One Earth One Home program came as a blessing for parents as well as students. As the teachers shared the resource material with the parents, they got engaged with their kids in doing various environmental activities.
তো আমি এই শিক্ষাটা শুধু নিজের মধ্যেই রেখে দিইনি, আমি আমার পাড়া প্রতিবেশীকেও বলেছি, ওদেরকেও ভিডিওগুলো দেখিয়েছি।
ভালো জিনিস শিক্ষা তো ভালো জিনিস করার আছে, এখন উল্টো রেখে আমাদেরকে বাচ্চাদের জিনিস শিখতে সব জায়গা দেখতে পয় পরিষ্কার অপরে করছে, নিজেরাও পয়সা করছে, উল্টে আমাদেরকে মানুষ পয় পরিষ্কার করানো শেখাচ্ছে।
Education is the only powerful and influential tool through which we can attain the goal we want to. As teachers, we take pledge to prioritize environmental education.
Unless the next generation or children who are growing up, who will be future citizens of this globe, unless they really understand the significance and importance of protecting environment right now, all other subjects and all other disciplines really do not matter if our own survival is at stake. It is students who have to be the leaders and change makers.
There has to be a change in what we teach children. I am an educator. I believe let's empower them and let's see the change happen.
We worked with number of teachers across the country. We worked with government department through this program, and this is the time we are making an attempt to take a step back and let children take the lead through Mission Prakriti. So I would now invite our guests on the stage to unveil the handbook that we have launched for Mission Prakriti. So. I would request Mr. Kinley Dorji to give his blessings to us and also share his views on the program.
Good morning. My name is Kinley Dorji. I'm from Bhutan. I'm an educationist by passion, environmentalist by birth, actually, I would like to believe, and an advocate of environmental education. This is, I think, the fourth year I have been keeping myself updated about Mobius Foundation through the newsletters that I receive from Mobius Foundation. I would like to firstly greet all the esteemed members here, starting from the founder, CEO, respected speakers, delegates, and I see a lot of young faces here. To all the participants participating in this conference. Since I have come to Delhi and been a part of Mobius Foundation and this ICSE, I've seen a lot of changes, and I keep myself very much updated on what Mobius Foundation do, and then try to get inspired and try to advocate a few things in my country. In that way, after I participated in ICSE, I've started a few foundations in Bhutan. I'm a curator of a society called E-Conscious Society, I'm also a curator of a society called Education for Nature, which is sponsored and then like funded by WWF Bhutan. And then I also started a small research lab in the university I work in called Himalayan Center for Environmental Humanities, just to understand the nature and human space by looking at it using multitude of lenses beyond ecological science. Today I'm going to speak about what principle that we have been upholding, particularly in e-conscious society that we have. And we call it a pillar of what nature expects. And there are 4 pillars that we believe in, and I think most of these pillars, the principles are already being covered by the speakers from yesterday and then today as well. The first one, we call it ethics of environment, and it is more or less to do with the science of understanding the environment that we live in. And the ethics of environment, we call it knowledge about the nature. And when I speak about 4 pillars, I also would like to share with you small anecdotes in each of, like when I speak about each of these pillars. To speak about ethics of environment, or the science or the knowledge about the environment or the nature, I would like to share with you a small anecdote from very society that I work for, e-conscious society. So in e-conscious society, what I do is I often take the youth around Bhutan, trying to build connection with the nature, trying to enhance, trying to foster the connection with the nature. One time, I was taking around 17 school children for a bird watching. And then what happened is, one curious guy, he came to me and he asked me, "Sir, can you help me identify that bird that he has seen?" And then I told him, "Of course I'll help you." But I asked him, before I directly name the bird to you, I would like you to think of, I would like you to imagine the name of the bird based on your observation. And then he named it so beautifully, but his name happened to be a sentence. It happened to be a sentence. So I asked him, and then like, why would you name the bird with a long sentence? He said, like, if I was someone to name that bird, I would give a description rather than giving a name. That is like based on their understanding, based on the youth's understanding of what nature is to them. And in that way, I could find an immense connection actually between the nature and the youth that I was escorting for that bird watching. And in that way, the ethics of environment actually, I believe ethics of environment should actually stem from our understanding of our connection with the nature. Because we have been in nature, our understanding and our connection with the nature is very natural. So in that way, I feel like the ethics of environment, or ethics of environment and nature of the knowledge of nature, knowledge about the nature should be based on not what science asks us to do, but based on how we really innately connect with the nature. And that is the first principle that we have. And the second principle that we have is, we call it a legal window. So legal window, another term, we call it how nature wants us to act. So based on our understanding, based on the youth's understanding of their connection to the nature, I believe their legal window very much becomes a framework in which they respect, in which they appreciate, in which they act in line to what nature actually demands us, or how nature demands us to act. And this is the second principle that we have. And the third principle that we have is nature consciousness. And the nature consciousness, otherwise we call it where wisdom resides. So when I talk about wisdom, it's not about the wisdom coming from the religious texts, or I'm not talking about the wisdom coming from elsewhere. It's all about the wisdom that comes with the people's understanding of how they connect with the nature. So this particular wisdom, this particular consciousness actually becomes the seat to the wisdom. And in that way, again, I would like to share you an anecdote from my interaction with the youths about consciousness. So this actually I remember sharing it with Thomas. So one time, I was like, we were actually, the university was planning for a huge occasion, and then in Bhutan, we have this religious ceremony where we sanctify the occasion by burning incense stick. And in that way, one of my cousin's son, he came up to me and then he said, you study environment, you teach environment, but why would you pollute by burning the incense stick and creating a huge amount of pollution? And then finally, that's something that again, which really inspired me. And finally, the fourth principle is resolve, the power of action. And with this, I would like to actually speak about the mission that we have today. And I think the mission we get to see today is all about resolve, the power of action. And in that way, the power of action here is to advocate for environment through steering the mass, youth. And I'm very sure it will be of huge success. And I'm very sure the mission that you have is guided with the philosophy of like the environmental education. And then I would like to congratulate. And then I look forward to going through the book. And then I'll share my view to you later. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dorji, for your wishes. Talking a little bit more about the mission, we have put together a video that is indeed an interesting medium to understand something. So it's a children's program and the language is also that of a child. And I'm very happy to play this video for you, which also helps us understand why should a child be engaged in Mission Prakriti program. So here it is.
Hello friends, I am Pandabot. I have been a part of WWF's green movements for quite a while. Do you know why I look the way I do? I am made of different things you throw away. Let me introduce you to my friends Arun and Anya.
Hello everyone, Arun and I got to the same school. We are on a special mission called Mission Prakriti. On this mission, we work together with classmates, teachers, parents, and local communities to build a more sustainable world. We begin with adopting changes ourselves, followed by working to transform our schools and communities.
Could you explain to me why we need such a mission in the first place?
Planet Earth is our only home, but we haven't been looking after it too well. And we are seeing a lot of problems right now. Aren't we, Panda Mode?
That's right, Anya. Here's one example. The Living Planet Report 2020 states that there's been a 68% drop in the population sizes of mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles since 1970.
Oops, that's a lot of animals gone.
Yep, but we are taking steps to make a difference.
But can I, just on my own, make such a big difference when the world is so huge?
Well, the Earth is a big place and will need some work to fix it. But if we start with small changes and just keep going, all our small changes put together can make a huge difference.
So you see, Arun, this is what Mission Prakriti is for, working with other people and turning small changes into bigger actions in your community.
By joining Mission Prakriti, we can also contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs.
So what are these Sustainable Development Goals?
The Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 goals that aim to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity.
I'm so glad I'm a part of Mission Prakriti. I can't wait to get going.
You can help too. Join us building a sustainable school and community.
Hope on board for Mission Prakriti. Choo choo.
I I would take this opportunity to invite all the partners around the country who are working with schools to join us. For any information, you can reach out to us. We can connect after the session. I would now like to invite Dr. Ramboj to give his blessings and to the program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Neha, and congratulations, Radhika and her team. I think this is a very good, excellent beginning with launch of Mission Prakriti, because whatever we are discussing, the sustainability, our solutions lies in nature. That was the slogan, I think, last year's World Environment Day. And post-COVID, post-pandemic, we all, I think we have rediscovered nature. And I think with these few words, because we are, again, we have good beginning with nature, the launch of Mission Prakriti, but we have to be waiting for the other session also, so not to run late. So we will congratulate, and I think this booklet is very important, because this is what the sustainability education all about, transformation. And this is one, I just glanced through it. Each one of, I think you can get it and apply in your school with children, communities and everyone. So thank you very much, Radhika.
Thank you so much, Dr. Boj. Over to Michelle.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Neha. Yeah, so now I would like to invite Ms. Shruti Sweta, Climate Reality Project India and South Asia, to commence the Youth for Earth Award ceremony. Ms. Shruti Sweta, over to you.
Thank you, Michelle. Before I begin, I would like to congratulate WWF India for the successful launch. Congratulations, and let's have a big round of applause for them again. Good morning, everyone. So before we begin the session, I would like to ask all of you. It's a common question, but how's the Josh now? This high? How's the Josh now? Great. I think my electrodes are also charged up. Okay, so let's begin the session. Someone has aptly said that we cannot always build the future for youth. So what we exactly do is we build youth for the future. And that's why we all are here. Today, we all have gathered to celebrate the finale of Youth for Earth Championship. Youth for Earth is a collaborative initiative of both Mobius Foundation and the Climate Project Foundation, India and South Asia. Mobius Foundation, established in 2015, is a non-for-profit organization that is working towards environmental sustainability. The foundation believes that the environmental conservation and population stabilization is the key to a better future and a greener planet. And on the other hand, the Climate Reality Project International is a not-for-profit organization founded by Nobel laureate and the former Vice President of US, Al Gore. The Climate Project Foundation India and South Asia is an independent branch of the Climate Reality Project International. It was established in March 2008. The Climate Project Foundation, TCPF, is focused on generating awareness about climate change through training sessions, workshops, presentations, and creating future leaders through its meticulously designed and strategic programs, flagship programs like Green Campus Program. Both Mobius Foundation and TCPF believe in co-creating a sustainable future for everyone. This has led to the creation of Youth for Earth Championship. Youth for Earth Championship offers a platform to the youth to come forward with a plan of action to mitigate climate crisis. Big or small, we love all the ideas and the enthusiasm that push each and every youth of the world to take a step forward towards sustainability with a combat strategy for climate emergencies. This time we have invited applications from India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. And as you are aware, we have had laid down 7 themes. So SDG 13, climate change, water management, SDG 6, waste management, SDG 12, air pollution, SDG 3, energy efficiency and conservation, SDG 7, population and sustainability, SDG 5, nature and biodiversity, SDG 14. So all the participants had to choose one of those themes as their majors, and rest of the themes can act allied to the major theme. Let's watch how the participants have implemented their plans and how impactful was it for the community, environment, economy, and so on. I request somebody from the video team to play. So let me just play this. So once. Yeah. Team Pramiti. So before we go for the video, I would tell quickly about the team that you're going to watch their work for. So Team Pramiti Hosur. Team Pramiti Hosur perceived that a good amount of damaged and mediocre vegetables and fruits were left behind after they are getting sorted. So what they decided? They decided to devise a method to utilize this organic waste in a constructive and beneficial way. So by practicing composting with organic waste, they can reduce the impact of waste further, and they can also decrease the landfills. So that is how they, took this activity forward. So I request the video team to play the video of Team Pramiti. Pramiti. Oh. So while the video is getting arranged, I would like to know how many Youth for Earth participants are here, if you can raise your hands. Okay. And some of them are also joining online, I believe. What happened to the video?
Our goal is to utilize the organic waste in the market. So is biogas the only way, or do you have any other alternatives?
Then bring it and chop it into small pieces and dip it in the groundnut water, filter the maximum water and make a beautiful kitchen garden. Fill it in the kitchen garden boxes and cover it with the jute bag and leave it for 45 days. Keep the moisture on the top surface. And then end of the day you remove the jute bag and throw the seeds on the top according to the tablet system, shallow roots, creepers, horizontal growth, like that, several items are there. According to the distance, according to the plant's growth, you can fix it. That's all, directly you are using.
garbage to gold, that's what they call it. So as you can see, the major challenges that they faced is they did not have much of expertise in how to create a compost and how to go for it. So they took that extra effort and connected with a local expert to learn, and they practiced it and they carried it forward. So I would request someone from the from Team Pramiti who is connected online to speak a few words about the project.
Namaste everyone. I'm Srinidhi from TVS Academy Hosur, representing the team Pramiti. As you have seen our video, our team aims on converting garbage into gold. So as near our school, there's a center called CRT, which produces lots of organic vegetables. And as we went on our visit there, we saw that there were lots of vegetables left over after the sorting, and this is all just gone to a waste. And we realized that there was so much potential in those vegetables, and it should not be gone to waste. So our team, we discussed among ourselves, and also we are grateful to have an interview with the local expert, Mr. Velu Srinivasan. And he gave our inputs, and he actually enlightened us that these vegetables weren't actually waste, but actually which could be converted into various things like manure. So after our long discussions, we started to collect the waste vegetables from the CRT, and we got it to our school, and we chopped them into small pieces so that it would be a faster process to convert it into a manure. And also we got bamboo baskets so that it would be very aerated for the manure to for the vegetables to convert into the manure. And we also smeared the baskets with cow dung. This was because the bacteria in the cow dung should activate with the vegetables to convert it into a manure. So we did all these processes, and after this, after 45 days, we could see a change in the vegetables into manure. And in these vegetables, we aimed on growing radishes and a few varieties of spinach, and also we succeeded in that, yielding a very good amount of spinach. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srinidhi, for sharing your experience with us. So now moving on to the next team, SDG Changemakers from Ambala. So the team actually shared how schools can contribute in a concrete way towards climate change. So through this project, they wanted to spread awareness and unleash the creativity of the students, because they actively engaged their students as well in this process. And the students who have actually undergone a lot of creative interventions, like how to develop a new system or how to modify a system, and how to implement those creative activities to actually further benefit communities nearby and as well as the school. So they created a green campus there, and that's their way of combating climate crisis. So I would like to request the video team to play the video of SD Changemakers.
Hello everyone, my name is Yashasvi of class 12th Medical, the SJ Vidya School, and together me and my Hello everyone, my name is Yashasvi of class 12th Medical, the SJ Vidya School, and together me and my group members have documented what climate-friendly actions our school has taken to help against the environmental degradation caused by climate change. This project aims to innovate, advance, systemize, and organize all educational actions that aim to confront, through education, the new challenges and values of sustainable development, including the fight against the effects of climate change. The concept of a green school is a school that creates healthy, protective, and green surroundings while saving energy, environmental sources, and money.
Our school has installed air cooling ducts throughout the building, and unlike ACs, which release CFC gas, air coolers don't emit hazardous greenhouse gases. They consume less electricity and are healthier and improve air quality.
In our school, we have done the best utilization of all resources, including our rooftop, which has been converted into a kitchen garden. We grow various spices, vegetables, and herbs. The rooftop garden also has solar panels which generates electricity that is used in school. The sun is the greatest renewable energy source, and using solar panel really benefits the environment.
Rainwater harvesting is an innovative idea to recycle the rainwater that usually gets wasted. In our school, we have many recharging pits that collect rainwater, and the water is used for watering the plants and the lawn in our school.
All the dried fallen leaves around the school are collected in a compost pit where they are decomposed to form manure. All the paper waste from the school is collected, and cow dung and earthworms are added later to form manure, which is used to enrich the soil. Many plastic end up in the ocean where they release greenhouse gases as they slowly break down. Plastic burning is a significant source of air pollution. Instead of plastic bags, cloth bags are a better alternative. Our school has a no polythene zone, and cloth bags are used instead of plastic ones. All around the world, for solutions for green architecture and infrastructure. They frequently face the same main problem, that is chronic lack of space. Vertical gardens are a creative way to fix this problem. Our school has added these to the campus as well. This project gave us a chance to learn more about climate change and broaden our views on the topic. We are truly grateful to be allowed to work on such an innovative project. We, the SDs, climate change warriors, have brainstormed, conceptualized, visualized, envisaged, acclaimed, and achieved these all in our school due to our always welcoming management and our high dreamer principle. Hopefully, we are able to spread this dream of clean and green to all parts of the world and carry this practical guidance to help everyone.
So now may I request anyone from Team SDG Changemakers to speak a few words? Yeah, please. That's all right. So let's welcome Yashashvi on the stage.
Good morning, everyone. This is such a great opportunity for me and our school to come here and share with everyone how our school has contributed to helping climate change. And I personally thought that climate change was something that I could not help with, because since I am a single person and I cannot do much. But since our school has given us this great opportunity to help everyone and our planet Earth to become a better place, and since we have, not been really nice to planet Earth for such a long time, it's time that we take things into our hands and take action to restore our planet Earth. And I would like to thank our principal and our teacher, Ms. Bhati Sagar. She has been a huge help, and thank you everyone in my team for helping me make this great project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yashashvi and the team. So now moving on to another team, which is Team Terra Time. So by making eco bricks, Team Terra Time from New Delhi used non-recyclable plastic waste like polythene, flimsy wrappers, etc. Instead of throwing them away, they created eco bricks. And then they used it in different aspects, and they also contributed these eco bricks to certain communities for use. I may now request the video team to play the video of Team Terra Time.
System for plastics is actually one of the major contributors to plastic pollution around the world. Of the 7 billion tons of plastic waste generated globally so far, less than 10% has been recycled.
Even in our localities, a huge amount of plastic waste is dumped in public instead of being recycled. This was an eye-opener for us. To deal with this problem, 8 students from Tagore International School, Basant Vihar, started the project Terra Time because it was time to take care of our planet, to do our part. Terra Time decided to deal with the problem of plastic waste by reusing it in our localities. Our team members went from door to door and introduced people to the idea of eco-bricks and built eco-bricks with them.
For designs and arrangement patterns that could make strong, durable and usable furniture.
The design of our eco-bricks furniture is based on the Milstein modules. While creating our furniture designs, we stuck mainly to triangular and hexagonal shapes because of their ability to support a remarkable amount of weight. No matter the amount of pressure applied to a triangle, it will absorb the pressure and remain rigid. With hexagons, the pull of surface tension in each direction makes the shape mechanically stable. Because of these unique designs, our EcoBooks furniture was able to withstand more than 80 kg
for EWS education by our school. We visited Samarpan School and conducted a workshop to spread awareness about the initiative. We donated our eco-brick furniture to the school and also guided the students as they made their own eco-bricks and pledged to do their part from now onwards.
Throughout our journey, we documented each step of our progress on our Instagram page to make our campaign accessible to everyone.
Terra Time would not have been able to achieve any of this without the support of our teachers, peers and school. So here are a few words from the people who made this possible.
Solutions to all the waste, the plastic waste that we are generating, and we can actually, do something and get something, some good
SDG a reality. And this is only the beginning.
I would invite somebody from Team Terra Time to come to the stage and speak a few words. Yeah, what's your name? Sorry? Okay, so welcome Sakina and Nimkin on the stage.
Good morning, everyone. We are from Team Terra Time, and I would like to tell you all a little about my project. So basically, our project addresses the problem of plastic waste. We, as a team, saw plastic waste everywhere and absolutely hated it. And we also discovered that recycling plastic waste is not necessarily the main solution to the plastic problem. So we wanted to use this plastic waste and manage it and make something useful out of it. So as you saw, we discovered, brainstormed, and finally discovered EcoBricks, this wonderful thing that actually uses up so much of our non-recyclable plastic waste. We stuffed plastic bottles with polythenes or the wrappers or whatever non-recyclable plastic waste we could find, which we collected from our school and from our localities. And we used this EcoBrick to make something that could be used in school settings like furniture. We brainstormed different designs so that they could actually hold a lot of weight and be useful in our schools. And we were able to do that. So thank you for this project. And I would like to hand over to my teammate, Kimina.
I would just like to mention that our project wouldn't have been able to be successful without the support of all the people who helped us. We can all make eco-bricks at an individual level, yes, but if we really want to make a change, if we really want to make it to have a big impact, we need a community level involvement. And I would like to thank all the people from our school and from our localities and from our communities who we talked to, who we introduced the idea of like waste management to, and who were very open-minded and welcomed this idea and then started making their own eco bricks every day. It takes just a little bit time of your day to make eco bricks on your own, but when we do it as a community, we made over 900 eco bricks and we were able to make a lot of furniture, and this is only the beginning. We are still continuing to make eco bricks. We will be experimenting with more designs, and we will come up with more furniture, and we will keep continuing this process of taking something that is to be discarded and giving it a new life and giving it new utility. And I would also like to take this moment to thank our teacher, Ms. Vandana Sen Gupta, for guiding us throughout this entire process, for always encouraging us and making us realize our potential as change makers. And I would like to thank the Mobius Foundation and ICSE and the Climate Reality Project for giving us and all of the students across India this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. So now moving on to team Pune Plastic Warriors, which aimed at preventing buildup of plastic waste in the community and provided tangible solutions for plastic waste management by gradually replacing them as much as possible in our daily lives. So I would request the video team to play the video. So that was Team Pune Plastic Warriors, and they have joined us online. So I would request one of the members to speak a few words.
Good morning, everybody. I am so proud and happy to be here to represent the Pune Plastic Warriors at this conference. I would like to give a big thank you to Mobius Foundation and Climate Reality Project for giving us this platform to really showcase all the efforts that we have put in. And I feel it really inspires all of us to create a grassroots level change in our own communities. So as you can see, our project had a focus on plastic in terms of ensuring that we kind of mitigate the effects of plastic waste and plastic pollution, while simultaneously talking about how to eradicate and create alternatives for those plastic products in our lives, whether that is something as simple as a bamboo toothbrush versus your plastic ones, or whether it was interviewing people like Mr. Yogesh Shinde and Medha Patrikar, who are the real entrepreneurs who are creating change in our societies with their incredible innovations. So we advocated for change through online, and we also started implementing projects offline as well, such as our recycling campaigns, where we tied up with numerous clubs, schools, and various other institutions in order to really bring to life recycling through walkathons, cycathons, and other activities, because it is all about building the sense of community. And we have come a long way from where we were, but we still have a huge road, bigger and bigger goals, and these kinds of things motivate us to further take up this project. So I would really like to thank our team. I would like to thank Meeta ma'am for her constant guidance and support in allowing us to really take up this project to the next level and create real change, and all the other institutions that were involved in allowing us to really set higher and higher goals and work towards it. So I'm really excited about the future of sustainability. I'm really excited about all the things in this conference that are pointing towards us as young people being the leaders for the future, and us being the people who are going to instigate that real change. So thank you very much, and over to ma'am.
Thank you, Annapurna. Now moving on to the project Urvara Greening Mother Earth by Adidev from Rajasthan. This started with the purpose of reversing soil degradation in the desert region of Rajasthan by a unique method. So let's see what was that unique method. I asked the team to play the video.
Rajasthan has 70% of the unirrigated land and gets only 1% rainfall of the country. This has led to severe water crisis in the region. My name is Adhidev and I am the founder of the project Urvara. Urvara is a greening of the deserts. It aims to green the deserts of Rajasthan with the use of 1 liter water technique of dryland agroforestry. This technique was developed by eminent environmentalist Shri Sundaram Verma ji, who has been awarded Padma Shri, which is the 4th highest civilian award of the country. We have observed water is lost from the soil through weed and capillary action. To prevent this, deep plowing is done twice, before and after the monsoons, just before planting the saplings in deep beds. The top space is filled with 1 liter of water. Aftercare requires cross cultivation through tractor or manual labor. We have taken it upon ourselves to not only educate and encourage communities, but also this year we increased our area of tree plantation with this technique to 12 acres of land in 3 villages of the Sikar district, which will have an impact on the lives of 20,000 people. The whole idea is to mobilize the local communities by involving the local children, farmers, women, panchayat, and other members of the community for greening the empty desert lands. We believe green deserts are not just a possibility, they might reverse the ecological imbalance.
विद्यालय है, वहाँ पर उर्वरा पद्धति के द्वारा पौधे लगाए जा रहे हैं।
कई 1 लीटर पौधा लागसी ने ना बहुत बढ़िया लागसी पौधा लागसी ना माने छान बना बताए बड़ी तो मिलसी माने बाल बताए बड़ी तो मिलसी
1 लीटर में पानी में पौधा लगावा में जानवर ने पक्षियों ने रेबाने जगह मिलसी
1 लीटर में तो पौधा होगा और खेलवाने जगह मिलसी
पौधा से जो काटना नहीं चाहिए माने रोजगार मिले पौधा सो फूस मिले सब कुछ मिले सब ध्यान की भी मिले माने पेड़ लगाओ ज्यादा से ज्यादा पेड़ लगाओ.
I would request somebody from the team to come to the stage and speak about it.
Actually, I've joined online.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Adi. So please go ahead.
A very good morning to everyone present. My name is Adidev and I'm the founder of Urvara Greening Mother Earth. I will be talking a little bit about my initiative today, but before I begin, I would like to thank everyone at Climate Reality Project and the Mobius Foundation for this wonderful opportunity where the youth can share their vision with the world. So Urvara is a community-based not-for-profit initiative started in 2019. I aimed at providing water wheels for rural women of Alwar, Rajasthan to mitigate the water woes. While working for the fundraiser, I realized that the scarcity of a fundamental resource such as water had a snowballing effect. The problem started with the lack of water and led to so many others. Though getting water wheels was a reprieve, it was not a permanent solution. And I knew that whatever I started needed to be self-sustaining and something that the local people could take forward effectively. I started researching to this end. I traveled extensively, talked to experts, met local people, read up literature, and brainstormed about a viable solution to greening the desert areas. My research findings pointed towards recharging the ever-depleting groundwater table by planting native trees, preventing soil degradation, and enhancing biodiversity as a long-lasting solution, which eventually led me to farmer Sundaram Vermaji's 1 liter water technique of dryland agroforestry that only requires 1 liter of water per tree for its entire lifespan in a water-scarce region. We went ahead creating awareness among the people that if they put their heart and are prepared to work towards it, the 1 liter water technique could bring a turnaround. The team went tirelessly from village to village, campaigning their cause and advocating change. They were avidly interested in planting trees in schools and abandoned animal shelters. They wanted to impact the maximum number of lives through their initiative, Urvara. After many advocacies and campaigning, the stakeholders responded to our call. They understood that the only lasting solution was to promote biodiversity through plantation in the arid region and optimize whatever little water was available. Furthermore, the community realized that the power was within themselves to better their lives. Slowly but steadily, the dream of a green desert is becoming a reality. What started as a ripple is a colossal wave now. School students, rural people, Anganwadi workers, panchayat workers, and many other volunteers have seen the merit and joined the team to make a difference. Urvara has the potential to save the world from major problems such as desertification and water scarcity by greening the deserts and wastelands of the country. We feel this project has the potential to become a national movement. With your support, we can not just make it a national movement, but a global phenomenon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, team. Thank you, Adi. So now moving on to team Crew for Climate from Vadodara, Gujarat. They actually worked on water management and they have done a lot of surveys and researches. So let's look at the video from team Crew for Climate.
Good morning, my name is Shubhankar Shai from Team Crew for Climate Change. Our team name is CFC, yeah, not chlorofluorocarbon, it's Crew for Climate. Let me present our presentation. Can you give me the right to present my screen? Can you give me the right to present my screen?
Rivers are the most important ecosystems. They start from forests and then into our cities and into the bays. They provide with a lot of ecosystem services such as fish, water for drinking, agriculture, and even for some industries. These ecosystems are now degrading day by day. People bathe in it, people depend on it. A lot of culture and civilizations are around rivers. We've been conducting this project for the past few months, and we've tried to understand how people deal with rivers, a problem a river faces, and what are the perceptions about saving it. We don't often realize that we leave footprints every year we go, as much as there are. However, it keeps flowing, but we end up throwing a lot of waste when we leave. All this waste degrades its quality, and not just in terms of food, but also. However, we are an additive problem. There's a lot of sewage that gets collected from our cities and flows directly into the rivers. And then what happens is the river dies. The team has been conducting a lot of pollution surveys to understand the oxygen levels, pH, EC, as well as other heavy metals that are dying 8 months old, and the project has been going on for more than 11 months. With a lot of research and toolkit preparation, we've ended up doing a lot of social surveys and workshops. These workshops have made us understand different kind of equipments that are used to monitor and help a river grow better. The solutions have come from the locals themselves. and we've included children from schools as a part of it. We've teach them the skill of identifying water birds and how they are dependent on rivers. Not just that, but also to a lot of drinking water problems. We're trying to see if there can be awareness as to not dump this waste and not just keep removing it again and again. These groups of mobilized women have helped us all throughout the project and continue to do so. With a lot of support, we hope to make Tamirparni green and clean again.
Thank you so much. I would request a member from the team to speak a few words about it, about your project. Yeah, Shubhankar.
My screen is shared. Okay, I think it's not working. So we are working towards the SDG 13, that is steps towards climate action. Our goal is to understand the river schemes, which is a whole river of Tamil Nadu, headwater of an urban scale. When we talk about urban scale, we are discussing the city, Srinavadi. Here, we had 2 weeks of workshops in the city. When we got to know more about water quality, biodiversity, and sociology, then our approaches were co-designing solutions and long-term strategies. Because if we do not design, we, the public, have different stakeholders that fall into apart and is not sustainable in large, but involved with us, helping us to create a conversation, then it works for a long term. Our zonation was, what we did is not landscape villages is having same kind of issues. So we divided the whole river into sections based on the river bank, the biodiversity, and water quality. And then we get 3 major zones, which is eco-sensitive, agriculture zone, and urban zone. The existing situation made in is which the river does not only facing problems from agriculture runoff, but other factors are clothing dumping, solid waste dumping, and lot of sewage that is directly thrown into the river. Next, then we put local and intermediate and river scales lenses. The idea was prepared to us by our researchers. Local scale means we pick villages separately, identify problems, and then we mix problems between villages and mixing it in intermediate. Then we took all the solutions we had from understanding each and every problems at different sites and made a proper river scale plan. Currently, in a plan, it is to have some sensors along with the river bank, which can indicate the water quality level. This data can be studied by researchers and sent to the Gram Panchayats or the administration offices. This is where we like to river to go. We would like to seeds painful of Tamil Nadu seeds along with the river Amarparni. This is only perennial river of Tamil Nadu that starts and ends in the states. It holds a lot of cultural, historical significance, not to forget a lot of environmental significances. I would like to also gratitude Ms. Sneha Shai from A3 PhD. Under the guidance, we all worked. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shubhankar, and thank you, team. Now moving on to Project Ikhtiar, which actually aims to produce manure using water hyacinth as the main component. So let's watch the video.
Climate change, poverty,
health crisis. People are drastically affected by the deteriorating condition. Human activities like littering, bathing, disposal of industrial waste and idle immersion led to the contamination of the river water. Once a pride and glory of the country, now choked by a thick cloak of water hyacinths
of the riverbank residents.
With a vision to transform challenges into opportunities, an activist Miranda House initiated Project Ikhtiar in 2017. Bound by the motto of eradication through utilization, packaged in eco-friendly jute bags, this manure is sold to several nurseries, schools and colleges across Delhi NCR.
Since the inception of our project, the community has produced 12 batches of manure, which amounts to 2,976 kgs. The total revenue of our community has surged from rupees 16,800 to rupees 53,250. Hence, there has been an upswing of 216.96% in the aggregate revenue of the project and a rise of 240.92% in the individual income of the members.
It has reduced the breeding of vectors and rejuvenated aquatic life.
Project Ikhtiar has been impacting lives by initiating a social transformation.
उसमें गोबर डाला, उसका खाद बनाया, बना के बेच के पैसा आया, घर का खर्च चलाया.
We have collaborated with several NGOs to organize awareness workshops.
Newer skills to cope with the crisis. Further, we aim to resort to sales through e-commerce platforms like IndiaMart. For improved quality, the project will make use of temperature-controlled composting bins. Our goal also lies in exploring the possibilities of manufacturing biogas as an alternative to natural gas.
One batch at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time, change takes place. Such is the transformative part of Project Ikhtiar.
Thank you so much. I would request somebody from the team to come over and speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I am Prarthana Bhattacharya.
Hi, I am Hiya Podar, and we are the project heads of Project Ikhtiar.
Project Ikhtiar began back in 2017 by the members of Enactus Miranda House, a society which encourages social entrepreneurship. This project focuses on SDG 6, that is, clean water and sanitation. Our community members are daily wage workers and vendors who have no access to clean water. And that's when we came up with this project idea to uplift their livelihood in a sustainable way. In our project, we convert water hyacinth into organic manure. Water hyacinth is listed as the world's worst water weed by United Nations Environment Programme. River Yamuna is blanketed by this invasive menace. Our main focus is to solve the core problem of our community in a sustainable way. Now, I would like to hand over to my co-project head.
Our aim has always been to play our part in the environmental crisis happening currently. And as students, Enactus has been an organization through which we have been able to achieve our potential and to give back to society and help those who are less privileged than we are. We are completely sustainable and we hold a plastic-free policy here at Enactus Miranda House. In fact, through our project, we have managed to reduce water pollution and river pollution by almost 3,000 metric tons. We have also managed to help the community who helps us produce this manure. They're an underprivileged community who live on the river banks of the Yamuna, and this gets flooded several times in a year due to the monsoons. Through Ikhtiar, we try and provide them with relief opportunities, and we provide them with a stable source of income which helps them through these troublesome times. And I would like to extend our gratitude to the whole team of Enactus who are currently present here, especially our president, Ms. Rishita Chatterjee, and our vice president, Ms. Sadhvi Mehra, who have helped us through it all. And Project Ikhtiar would not be a success without our whole team. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, team. We have received a lot of such interesting projects, and we have shortlisted some of them. So may I now request Mr. Pradeep Burman, Chairman, Mobius Foundation, to come to the stage. I would also like to request Dr. Ram Buj, CEO, Mobius Foundation, and Mr. Aditya Pundit, Director, India and South Asia, the Climate Project Foundation, to come to the stage and present the award to the students. So let's have a mental drum rolls. So now, starting with the junior category, 5th prize goes to Team Pramiti. Team Pramiti has joined online, so I would like to request one of the members. The check? Yeah, sure. Yeah. So Team Pramiti gets this 5th prize. Fourth prize goes to Team SD Changemakers. I would request the team to come to the stage. Please. A big round of applause for them. Congratulations, Team SD Changemakers. Now may I request Team Terra Time, who's our 3rd prize winner. Please come to the stage. A big round of applause for them. Congratulations, team. Now may I request Team Urvara, who is, I think the team is again joining online. So if you could. So Team Urvara is our 1st prize winner and in the junior category. So let's have a big round of applause for them. Congratulations, Team Urvara, you have won the 1st prize in the junior category. Now moving on to the senior category.
Excuse
So
me.
the 2nd prize goes to Team Crew for Climate, and Shubhankar from the team, along with other team members, has joined online. Congratulations, team.
Thank you.
Congratulations, team. Now moving on to the 1st prize of senior category. Team Project Ikhtiyar, I request the members to come to the stage. So Team Pune Warriors have joined us online and they have won the 2nd prize in the junior category. We would like to have a big round of applause for them. Team Pune Warriors, I hope you're watching this.
Yeah,
And here is your award.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the team members, all the youth champions who have at least given it a try. And thank you so much, Mr. Pradeep Burman, Dr. Ram Boj, and Mr. Aditya Punder. Now may I request Mr. Aditya Pundir to come forward and speak a few words along with a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good morning. So thank you everyone for coming over today. It was a nice morning today in Delhi. And what beautiful projects have we seen? It is so heartwarming to see in an environmental conference some good projects being done by young people. And this also shows that the efforts which are being put now in the right direction. In 2019, with the first ICSE when it was held, after that this project was conceptualized that let's do something more interactive. So the Youth for Earth was born, and now after 3 years I can see the quality of projects have improved, and you'll be also happy to note that some of the schools I think which have won the award here are also green campuses. So that means it is working. The challenge is indeed very big, whether it is water, whether it's waste, whether it is the quality of air we breathe. So it's very important today that the young people get into it. The young people understand it. And that is the rationale behind this Youth for Earth program, where the young people can understand the problem and come out with solutions. Problems we all know. You Google them, you'll get all the problems. But what about the solution part? And here the behavioral change is one of the most important things which is going to take place in the coming times if we have to solve this problem. The problem is indeed very big. You know about climate change and what has happened of the environmental destruction around the world. So the behavioral change is the key, how we are going to change it, and nobody better understands it than the young people. The schools and the young people, they can take it forward. Yes, this is going to be something we can look forward to in the coming times, because the culture, the environment, everything changes as the people change. So a very big thank you to all the teams around India and around I would say the whole South Asia who participated in this event. We're very thankful to them. And as this is the first edition post-COVID, so teams are really warming up. Like we got about 150 participants this time who took the bait and said we'll participate. And I'm quite sure in the next edition you will have over 500 of them, because they're just warming up. And we got a lot of mails from those people that saying we are unable to do it, still there are restrictions, people are asking these questions. So I'm quite sure with the coming days, so all the people who are listening, who will listen on it about this program, about the street on social media, please get ready next year, come out with better projects, bigger projects. We all are waiting for them. So thank you very much. And of course, I'd also like to thank my partners, our partners, Mobius Foundation, who have really made this happen. And without their effort and without their resources they provided, this thing would not have happened. And especially thankful to Mr. Berman, who's been actually his vision. He has been asking this to have, he's been trying to mold the youth of the country and the young people in the school. So I think this is a step in that direction. And thank you all of you who come here. Thank you very much. There's a tea outside.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we wind up our 2022 Youth for Earth Championship, but it doesn't end here. Remember that making a difference is local, it's personal, and is empowering. It starts with people like you. See you next year. And before we head forward, I would like to thank again the Mobius Foundation and the organizers who have been immensely helpful in organizing this event. And I would also like to thank my team, which has been working really hard at the back end to make this happen. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Smriti. The refreshments are arranged at the lobby, so please have them, and be right back at 11:30. At 11:30, we'll be starting the thematic parallel session, so please make sure to be available at the respective venues. Thank you so much.